Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Flexi. Sorry about that last minute. I didn't even have Kameron on camera, so he's on camera now. Finished the second day of treatment. Just met good friend Shannon Rich, MMA fighter, and so now we're at the finale. We're done, and he's going to show us what is it called?
Quantum metatherapy.
Quantum metatherapy. So take it.
And it's all being directed by your DNA. So show you, got the black box here, and we've got Chris's sample here.
Where is it?
One blood, one saliva. I'm going to place it right in there. We've got laser sensors and electromagnetic sensors. And then this right here, believe it or not, this is called sacred geometry. And that actually helps the reflection of the sensors and everything to read his DNA. So what it's doing is it's reading a very specific signature that his DNA has. Everybody's DNA, everybody's electrical matrix is unique to them, just like a thumbprint or an iris. So the machine, the sensors are reading his electrical signature. It's then sending it into the software, and I'm going to show you guys how this scans first. It's going to do a scan of him, and it's going to show different body parts, and each body part is going to have multiple different energetic points, and these energetic points have different values, 1 to 6. 1 being perfect flow, energy is great. Black box, number 6, means it's jammed up. It needs a lot of help. So I'm going to go research. And as I'm doing this, Chris, why don't you scoot on over here so we can show everybody. We're going to go manual. This goes all the way down into chromosomes, DNA, RNA, can help energy flow better and help repair chromosomes, DNA, and RNA as well. So here we just did everything. We're going to do it all. So that's literally every point, which is about 1,000 different points in this system. And we're going to go auto metatherapy. We're going to go 5x. And here we go. So it's now scanning this part of Chris's body. You can see some of these black dots right here. You can see that's a 6. An up triangle is a 3, down triangle is a 4. And then the yellow hexagons are basically good flow. And you can see as this, he's literally having a signal sent from his DNA, and the machine knows his signature, and it's sending him a signal just like a signal gets to your TV or to your radio. But this signal is a harmonic signal that's going to help release toxins and help him just flow better. Flow. Get in the flow, baby. So you can see how all those are improving in real time.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you say improving in real time, you mean like happening right now to my body?
It's happening right now to your body. Yep. So here's a top cross section of the brain and the eyes.
So I do have a brain.
It's there.
Okay. Don't know if it's operating, but it's there. So if people say, hey, don't have a brain, he's all lungs. Well, I did. So we passed that test.
Yeah. There's something between the ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so this will actually run for about 5 hours now. And the cool thing about this therapy is, A, it's effective, and we get people to detox pretty hard, which is awesome. And then B, like Chris is getting on an airplane today, and this will continue to work on you while when you go away, when you go to the airport, when you get back to Dallas, it will probably still be running on you. So it's going to be about a 6-hour cycle, but it doesn't matter. We've had people send DNA from Florida, and I've heard that you could even use this in Dubai. And so like, you don't have to wear anything. It's literally just reading, your signature, and then where's the rest of that signature, which is your body, and sending that signal.
Wow.
It's wild. And so this technology sounds brand new, right? It sounds like in the future. Well, the Russians developed the base of this technology 20 years ago. We just never heard of it. The average person's never heard of it. And so this doctor that developed this specific device, he took that base technology and then expanded on it and put all these other body parts into it. And he's got the frequencies of all kinds of different things in there that can sell that you can specifically send to different illnesses or ailments.
So will this work on the tumor part too?
Yeah. Yep. It's going to send a signal to that as well.
Wow.
In fact, it's probably pretty close to it right now because that was at like C3 or 4, or it was a vertebrae in the neck.
Wow. So it'll go each organ.
Yep. It's going to go the liver, the kidneys. It'll even go down all the way to viral load.
Really?
It has COVID in this. It knows the frequency of that. So COVID, SARS, common cold, all this stuff. And then it'll even do bacteria and parasites.
Wow.
Yeah.
What will I feel anything or?
So most people feel like kind of a little bit drained when it's going on, especially when it gets down to into the chromosomes and the DNA, believe it or not. So yeah, you can feel just a little bit drained. Some people actually do feel the energy, a little bit of a tingle. Michael Curtis, the artist, algorithm artist, he feels it when I run it on him, and it energizes him. So he was like, dude, did you hit the start button on the black box last night? He called me up and I was like, yep, sure did. He's like, dude, I sat there and drew for 7 hours. He's like, I never do that.
So wait, Cameron. So if I understand you correctly, you can just hit that black box with my DNA whenever you want. And for 5 hours, it would heal.
Yeah, or I can basically tailor a therapy for you. So I don't have to do everything.
Right.
So we just wanted it to be like a 1 hour, and we just want to target your head.
Right,
yeah.
head and neck.
Head and neck. And so I will go through, after this one, I'll go through and I will
find head and neck.
Look at what's going on, and it'll give me a reading. We'll go over it. It'll give me all of these points and how well the energy's flowing and these different. And so then we can tailor it for, maybe you need a little bit of help with the liver, maybe you need a little help with the, whatever it is, bone marrow, or.
So this is scanning. So you'll know when this is done. Probably what, tomorrow?
Yeah.
You'll have my results, and it will tell you everything pretty much about my organs.
Yeah.
And so then you would tailor it towards that.
Yep.
Wow. So I've heard of the RECIEVE, right? You and I have talked about that. Is this a lot along that line of the RECIEVE machine, or what is the difference?
So the RECIEVE machine is definitely more administered right on the skin. Like you either have those handles or you'll have sticky pads, and it's very much electromagnetic, and it's going right through the skin transcutaneously. TENS unit, everybody understand.
I have
TENS
that.
stands for transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulator.
Say that 5 times.
Yeah, transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulator. And so this is actually more on the level of light frequency, from what I understand. This is sending photonic energy to you, as opposed to electromagnetic. There's multiple different energies, right? There's sound energy, there's electro energy, there's magnetic energy, electromagnetic, and then photonic, and then there's nuclear and all that. But our bodies respond to the sunlight and the photons, the light energy, and obviously light energy travels across our entire universe, right?
Right.
So this is basically sending light energy straight to you.
So this is pretty intimate. I mean, I'm letting people look into my body right now.
Yeah.
Like they're literally looking at my brain. Now, what is that? My gut?
What is this? So this is a horizontal cross section at the trunk level of umbilicus.
What's that?
So I think that's right near your umbilical cord.
That's what I felt.
Right
Yep. So that has been cut. Obviously.
Do you have a belly button, or are you an alien?
Well, people have said that. So yeah, I do have a belly button. So yeah, I mean, this is blowing me away on a whole nother level.
So one of my good friends, that frequency strength trainer machine that I had you try, where it's a TENS unit, and it basically works out your muscles.
The bars.
So my 7-year-old daughter, when she holds it on a level like 5 or 6, she giggles. It's like
Yeah,
tickles her, right?
sure.
She loves it. It's awesome. My buddy Rich, he held it, and on a level 1, he dropped it. He's like, that I can't hold that.
Wow.
That shoots lightning bolts.
That's my prostate, correct?
What is horizontal cross section of pelvis cavity? Yep.
What? You're looking at my prostate.
There it is.
Man,
Ladies
that's
and gentlemen,
beautiful.
what a glorious prostate.
Oh, I know what they are. I know what they are.
Yep.
They look like kidney beans.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my kidneys, right?
Yep. Those are your
Yep.
kidneys, and then the veins
Yep.
run to
Wow.
Yep.
Guys, do you understand? I'm showing you my kidneys. You saw my prostate.
them. Now, these are just stock photos,
Yeah.
so that's not a
Oh, that's not mine.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. But I'm blown away. Like, there's your door. Wow.
Yep.
I didn't even know this existed.
Mm-hmm. And so check this out. One of the first few images that we saw was the side of your head. It was like your head was cut in half, right?
Right.
So it goes right side and then left side.
Correct.
And if you're a righty, hands down, every single person, all the black dots and black squares, the 6s where it's all
Mhm.
jammed up,
Will be on the right.
so many more on the right. You know why?
Because
You talk on your cell phone with your right hand, and if you're a lefty, you talk on your cell phone with your left hand, and so it will correlate here.
so I'm whacked because I'm righty, but then I do things like I bat lefty, I golf lefty.
Okay,
hockey
you're
lefty.
amphibious.
I am.
You can breathe in and out of water.
Yeah, I
awesome.
can.
That's awesome.
I am. I'm ambi. I'm ambidextrous. So, but to what you said, when I'm on my cell, I try to use a speaker,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time I use my left ear
Okay.
because I want to have my right, So usually I'm holding my phone to my left.
So that'll be interesting to go back and look at that, the difference when we do the scans.
Oh,
when we get the
wow.
scan readings.
This is
So I'm pretty sure everybody knows what part this is.
that's
but-
my belly. My belly. Wow.
But yeah,
Pelvis.
it's amazing for health across the body,
And this is from head to toe.
head to toe. Yeah. It's going to treat skin, bone marrow. Again, it'll identify viruses and bacteria because all of those have an energetic signature as well, right?
Right.
And so it's just looking for different energetic signatures.
So let's talk about me, right? So I go to Lake Havasu,
Mhm.
right? Which is, how far is that from here? 4 hours?
2.5, 3.
2.5, 3. Okay. So I go to my homeopathic doctor. She scans me.
Mhm.
Okay. So she sees inside,
Mhm.
right? Then she says, okay, right? Then come to you, right?
Mhm.
To do this.
Yep.
And then I know you're going to put them with the mushrooms because you're getting behind that.
Absolutely.
I mean, Cameron, what else? I mean, to get it scanned, to see the inside, right?
Mhm.
And then fine, you're like, to me, you're the doctor, right? I come to you, you're going to treat me, right? You're the wellness center, right? You're
Mhm.
going to treat me, you're going to do this, and then you're going to do a whole scan
Mhm.
after from my DNA.
Mhm. Yeah.
How about people, Cam, that are saying right now, Chris, DNA, I want to get my DNA. What about that? Like, what are you going to do with my DNA after that? You going to sell it?
No, no, we actually keep it nice and safe. We've got everybody's DNA locked up in a box, and
Wow.
so we're not going to be cloning you or anything like
You're not
that.
gonna clone me?
No, it's all just for
one-
therapeutic.
One of
purposes.
me is enough, right? That's what you're trying to say in a nice way. But
That's right. They broke the mold.
yeah, they broke the mold. So what I love is if you heard me, you go to Lake Havasu, you go to see her, let her scan you. She'll see the inside, right? Which you call
Thermographic imaging.
Yeah.
Yep. You can show like blues and greens
Yeah.
are cool, and reds
Reds,
and white
yep.
are hot.
Yep.
Yep.
So then, all right, then come see you and
Mhm.
say, all right, look, boom, 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 this is what I have. Tumor, the base of my tongue. You're like, okay, now I know what I need to do. and then you treat them for how many times. The thing about you, Cam, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm learning about you and what you do. And thank you for not only explaining it, but to dummy it down for me, because I'm not the smartest person in the room. But you don't know how many treatments it's going to be, right? Each person, each ailment is different. It might be 2, it could be 8, it could be 10. When it is done, and how will you know that person is then healed?
Well, obviously their feedback and how they feel.
Okay.
And, but you can, it'll show both in the thermographic imaging where something was white hot, red hot, and now you've got blues and greens. And so that means the inflammation that means the body's not attacking in that area. And then with these devices as well, you can do a scan and just show how well the energy's flowing in that organ. You know what, Chris? What I'm noticing with you, man, is you actually have excellent flow in your body from all this. Like, this is the pancreas right now.
Yeah.
And almost everybody with, like, when it shows up, it's black squares all over.
Really?
Yeah. Well, all the sugar that we eat,
Yeah.
all the processed crap.
Yeah.
I think like 1/3 of us are either pre-diabetic or full-blown diabetic.
So let's talk about pre-diabetic. So,
Okay.
so pre-diabetic, right? Let's have fun. So pre-diabetic, are you diabetic? No.
Right.
But you're on the cusp, right? So I think it's kind of funny how they say that. Is that to fearmonger us? Is that to scare? Like, why would you tell somebody you're pre-diabetic? Like, I'll give you an example.
I mean, I would hope that so they could do something about it.
So my dad was never pre-diabetic, had cancer, came in remission after 11 years because cancer loves sugar. I'm not a sugar, but man, it loves sugar. I've noticed that I'm not into sugar anymore, right? But I never was. I was never big into it, but I don't have that craving, right? My craving used to be ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
I don't crave it.
What flavor?
Chocolate peanut butter. Come on. There's no other flavor.
Dude.
There's vanilla,
Butter.
chocolate, and chocolate peanut butter, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that's what happened. Chocolate peanut butter, everything to be chocolate peanut butter. But he had cancer and he became diabetic because his body was craving sugar. So he was drinking a 2 liter of Coke every other day, every 2 days, maybe.
Yeah.
And so he became diabetic where he had to prick himself, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But he wasn't pre-diabetic. So you can go from, the whole purpose of this is you can go from not being pre-diabetic to turning into a diabetic, right? For somebody that has cancer. So go ahead and talk about that. So I didn't want to cut you off, but I just wanted to really.
And when it comes to the function of the pancreas and pre-diabetic versus diabetic, I'm definitely not a doctor and I can't really speak all that intelligently on it. But I do know, like exactly what you said, that cancer loves sugar, and if we can starve it of sugar, then it's not going to have the energy that it wants.
Because it can't digest it, and it grows like gremlins.
Yeah.
It just, and the more sugar you have, the more it wants.
Yeah.
And it just, your body just goes into chaos.
There's a doctor named Dr. Lee Cowden, and he's world famous. He's out of Texas. This guy was like helping cure certain cancers with like blue scorpion venom. And
oh, wow.
Off the wall, amazing stuff. He came across this technology, the one that we just treated, the nanocurrent. And he said that zombie cells are very much like zombies. And they're like, they've forgotten how to die. They are just going around eating anything they can, and they've forgotten how to die. The cell's process of dying is called apoptosis.
Okay.
And the cell needs to go through apoptosis so that your old cells can die off and new cells can,
regenerate.
Right. Well, the zombie cells, the cancer cells, they don't go through apoptosis. They just keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And so Dr. Cowden said when he found this technology and saw what it was doing, he said it was almost like the energies, the frequencies were reminding the zombie cells how to die. It was giving them a consciousness. It was giving them an electrical consciousness of how to go through apoptosis again. And kill themselves off.
So, wow. Okay. All right. That's mind blowing. All right. What else are you seeing? Anything interesting?
Oh, let's see. And so, like, some of these things, I don't even know what they are. Amyoblasts, I don't know what amyoblasts are. I think they're parts of cells. Yeah. So it's
going to give you a whole printout, pretty much.
Yeah. 1,000 different points.
Wow.
Everything from brain tissue to spinal cord to how well the lining of your stomach is doing.
Wow.
But your pancreas actually looked really good.
Yeah.
Which is, like I said, 1 out of every 3 people, their pancreas doesn't look good.
No. And the circulation in my blood is excellent. I know I have a perfect heart. I have a black heart. Of course I have a perfect heart. Baby Trump. But all kidding aside, I have a black heart. Everything's perfect. She saw that. I can't wait to I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, because you're literally saying that you're going to have a scan of my body from head to toe, where you're going to be able to say, all right, Chris, this is what you have. This is what we need to do. Right. And then you hone in on that and you target that area. And then
you don't even have to be here.
Cam, I don't even have to be here.
Yeah.
So, wow. All right, Cam. I'm blown away.
I know it sounds like voodoo. Sounds like, but it's. I tell people it's ancient wisdoms that, the healing wisdoms of natural medicines, frequencies that we've been using to heal ourselves, but now it's married with cutting edge technology.
And what I love about you is you're not any humdrum type of guy. You are a professional major league ball player. And you said something before on camera, and it was, we have trainers 24/7, and they aren't your run of the mill. They are the elite of the elite, right? So if you had access to them, and the guys on the team would go, hey, I want your box, right? That to me speaks longitudes and latitudes. That alone. And that I'm watching, we saw Sharon Rich come in, and we've talked about other people, the athletes that you're helping with it and treating. And athletes, they want the best of the best, because they're allowed to have the run of the mill, like me, right? I could have whoever I want. I could have whatever doctor trainer. I get to choose, right? And so seeing this, doing the treatments for 2 days, I'm blown away. I cannot wait. I'm excited to see the results. And guys, this has been an unbelievable 2-day trip that I'll never forget, Cameron. I don't even know how I'll
I feel like I found a new friend.
I know,
like we
new
really
brother.
We hit it off, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, we bonded a different way in an accident.
Yeah.
We weren't involved in it. We ran
to
help
save lives. Almost had to take a life.
Yeah, happens, right? But I always say things happen for a reason. And I'm just so blessed and humbled to meet you.
Likewise,
I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. Get with this man, HALOE, HALOE, HALOE Wellness in Scottsdale, Arizona. Look him up, man. It is worth it to come here, and you'll see the results. I don't know if it's me, but my voice sounds louder.
I would absolutely. So it's taking away inflammation back there.
Okay.
And as that is, going down, you're getting
let me see how loud I can talk. Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Loud noises.
Loud. I'm very loud. Hey.
Have you not been able to do that?
No.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna cry.
Dude, that is awesome, brother.
Wow.
Love it.
So I went home to Jersey, and Jersey Italians, come on, man, like especially Christmas, we're loud, we're drinking. I could not take part in the conversations because they were so loud and I couldn't get up to that.
Mhm.
Now, look out.
Oh, family gatherings. We got a new
Wow.
megaphone in town.
Wow. You hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's booming now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, I have to exit this screen. I'm blown away. I have to get on camera here, hopefully. Let me see. Oof. Is that for real? Like, did that really just happen? Like, did I just like yell?
Got loud.
Like,
You are loud, my friend. Once again.
I'm loud. Really? God bless. This is crazy. This really